Play the song! Just turn it up right now. Just turn it up. I'm trying to cool off right now. You know how hot it is right now? I am sitting in the core of Jupiter itself. It is 527 trillion degrees here. I am wrapping a water scarf in bottles of ice so that I can cool myself. Hello? How are you doing this day? I am doing fire. I got 2 of these bottles of ice. It's not enough. Oh, it's not enough. It's on the neck. It's in my eyes. It's down my pants. I have another ice cold can of beer also on my legs. The fire won't go away. Let's talk about Sword Hume. Okay, so look. One of the first videos I ever put on the I think it was my second video, was called Nea Pulls. Nea was a Mithra red mage that I played retail with. He was in my social shell. He was in Solaris. And he was kind of like the Link shell behind his back joke red mage. Because as I've mentioned, this dude was on such a SID trip for so many years. He perma-fried his brain. But for some reason, he could still program and code PlayStation 2 games. Interesting fellow, Nea. And despite the fact that he could code video games for one of the worst console hardware architectures ever made, but he couldn't figure out how to solo Aquarius as Red Mage. Bro, it's Gravity, Chain Spell, Thunder 3 a bunch, Convert, Thunder 3 a bunch. You beat Aquarius. Woo! Excuse me. I hit the cannabis vape a little hard. Had a little bit of that thick, nasty phlegm in my esophageal tract. Wait, I mean esophageal tract. That is how you pronunciate it correctly. Anyway. Nea was just a tool bag. You know, it wasn't just that he was bad at the game. He had a bad attitude, too. That was the thing that just made Nea so insufferable, and why, to me personally, he has been the de facto worst red mage I have ever seen. Till now. At least Nea cast haste. He was actually concerned about casting haste on his party, you know? I mean, even the paladin subbing warrior, he wanted to haste the paladin just so they could flash more often. It's like, bro, thanks for considering me. You know, it's normally like you just haste the DPS. Like, what's the paladin? What do they need haste for? But no, I mean, Nea, you know, he knew enough to cure people. He knew when to convert when it was safe. He hasted and refreshed people all day. You know, he put up all the necessary buffs. You know, the Aqua Veil, the Phalanx, the Stone Skin, everything. In retrospect, Nea wasn't that bad. Shoot, Nea went from an F to a C-, because Sword Hume is now the new de facto. He's not even the lowest rung on the ladder. He's the dirt the ladder's standing on. He's not even on the ladder because he's not even a red mage. He's a shitty warrior using swords who can't equip a Habergion and doesn't even have a peacock. Like, bro, look, I'm not saying Red Mage can't melee. You can make that work, but you need a lot of stuff. And it's surely not by walking around in a freaking evasion earrings and an evasion headband with a quick belt? A quick belt. You're a Red Mage trying to melee in an EXP party, and you won't even equip a life belt? What the actual F? Why am I ranting about this person? What? I don't even know where to begin, because it's such a chaotic cluster F. This dude, he shows up maybe, what, like 2.5 months ago, something? And he just starts complaining about how Red Mage has been effed out the A. They destroyed Red Mage. It can't even do anything. And it's like, bro, what the hell are you talking about? Red Mage got like, you know, a little nerf tap on the head. It maybe got spanked so hard that it can't walk right anymore. But it's not like it's stuck in a wheelchair on life support. Look, what the hell are you talking about, dude? I have never seen someone consistently misrepresent an aspect of a video game. In this case, Sword Hume telling the new players, don't play Red Mage. Haste is useless, and the debuffs don't land, and they're also useless. And, like, it got to a point, you know, where, like, DK Mario, like, you know, he made it clear in Silk Road that he'd been warning this guy. Like, dude, you need to stop, like, giving misinformation to new players. He went on this absolute, like, dripping wet, diaper-fueled piss rant. The thing that got him put on tickets only was that he was telling new players, all these people are gonna lie to you, bro. They're gonna tell you to farm crystals up till level 10 on your starter jobs when you start. Can you believe the lies they're feeding you? That won't earn you any money at all. You won't be able to afford any gear or any spells of just selling crystals. What the well, okay. What? Someone playing this game for an hour, yeah, get on every starter job to 10 and sell crystals, bro. That's how you start. Like, bro, that's like telling someone, oh, well, these people are going to tell you to start walking on 2 feet. But actually, you just got to crawl on all fours forever. That's the way you should be doing it. These people going to lie to you, dog. Then he starts telling people, like, and they'll tell you to go logging in Gelsba or go clamming on Porn Go Island. None of this will ever earn you anywhere near enough money for all the things you have to afford. And it's just like, yeah? I dinged 40 monk into my jiu-jitsu gi and my brown belt. I dinged into Fumas. I dinged into my. I'll admit, I have a Horamusha Kote. I didn't spring for Oshudos because I solo and I didn't want the evasion down, and I didn't need that much attack to solo EPs. So yeah, I was a cheap ass. I got Horamusha Kote. So just saying. But I dinged into that, logging in Gelsba, selling elm logs to the guild printers. Like, I know people who done this and they got all 8 HQ staves, bro. Like, these are ways to make money even at 75 if, you know, there's, you know, your end game shell's not running any KS99s or there's nothing popping and you know you've got like 4 hours of nothing's happening. Go fishing, go logging Gelsba, go clamming, go farm something. Work on your craft so you can use this time to print. Maybe go chocobo digging if there's, you know what I'm saying? Like, it didn't matter what suggestion anyone gave this guy, he would say that it is simply not good enough. It is insufficient. Nothing works because I can't earn 200,000 gil every 20 minutes so that I can afford basic necessities. Another one of these cry-ass diaper babies complaining about the fact that you have to earn money in this game. Well, I guess in a way, Sword Hume kind of proved some of us wrong. Because he got to level 75 on Red Mage, meleeing in EXP parties with a Wise Wizard's Analyst. At least he's using a Sword Attack Plus on it. He didn't haste people. He didn't even really refresh himself that much because it cut in too much to his DPS time. And he even put in his CCOM that I will not cast haste. If you want haste, get a summoner. And it's like, wait, but in a Sky Party, Red Mage fills the support slot though, bro. So, like, so you're telling a party to have a summoner and a Red Mage? Why the hell would you do that? I mean, a summoner and a bard, sure, because then, you know, ballad stacks with refresh, but a Red Mage and a summoner? Well, what? Why? Why would you do that? That's what we all said. That's what we all thought. Now the real question is, who the hell invited a Red Mage to melee in their freaking EXP parties to 75? That's something wrong in the world. Something's not right in Sesame Street. This is some real bad news bears, honestly. I think for the quality of our beloved server. I don't know what to think about that at that point. Like, this, like, I don't think this person is an act. I think this person actually has something wrong with them. That's why I'm not trying to be too disparaging. I'm really just saying things out of shock and terror more than anything. But, you know, I'm looking forward to making part 2. You know, I can't wait for Sword Hume 2, Electric Boogaloo, the New Age, the Brave New World, right? Like, this guy's gonna end up joining Doflamingo or whatever, and he's gonna end up with an A body, y'all. I'm not even kidding. You wanna know how I know that? I'm almost 42 years old. I'm getting there. I've seen the world, and there's no justice in it. There is no justice in this world. Everything is unfair. And in accordance with that, I promise and assure you with every single fiber of my being that Sword Hume is going to have a Dalmatica one day. It's going to happen. I don't know how, but it will. And it's going to be a desperate fight situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you know what the worst part of it's going to be? Sword Hume is going to melee Nidhogg to death. He's going to kill Nidhogg with a fucking Vorpal blade while there's like 2 people left alive, and he's going to get a Dalmatica from that. That's what's going to happen. I can't wait to tell that story, honestly. And I don't know what this guy be doing. But, you know, you get a little obsessed with the crazy people sometimes. And, you know, like I did with Catty Cat. I was constantly checking his Discord profile to see what video game he was playing. Yeah, I'm a little deranged myself. I can't help myself. Every 20, 30 minutes, I go outside for a cigarette. I go sit down on the toilet, whatever. You know, you pull out your phone and then you do something for the first time. The first freaking thing I did every single time is I pulled up the player search on the Horizon website, and I'm looking up Sword Hume because I'm like, what are you equipped with right now? What link shells are you in or not? Because I know you got kicked from one for being a douchebag. I'm just like, I'm like a Swiftie, right? Like, people are obsessed with Taylor Swift. I'm obsessed with Sword Hume, okay? Maybe that was obvious from the fact that I'm making a video about this guy. I'm obsessed with him. I kept seeing his ammo slot change, and I don't know why. He had a Phantom Taflum for a while. I thought, wow, dude, you actually sprung for quality goods in the ammo slot. That's all right. Maybe you're not a hopeless mess after all. 3 days later, instead of a Phantom Taflum, it was a Morion Taflum. And I'm like, yeah? Okay. 4 days after that, his ammo slot be empty all day. And I'm like, what is going on? Did you sell your Phantom Taflum so you could buy a Morion? So that you can afford food or something? Why would you ever... Like, once you get, like, the ammo slot thing, it's there. It's there forever. Why did it keep freaking changing? I was so confused about that for a while. And then, Kipling, he sends me a DM. And he's like, yo, look at Sword Hume's search comment right now. And he's on 75 Red Mage with a search comment that says, level sync 24 plus, okay. You mean to tell me that you've been shut out from the level 65 plus sync parties and all that so much at this point that you have to sink down to Quiffham frickin' Island where no one knows who you are to get EXP now? Lord have mercy. But I'm telling you, this guy, he's gonna get a Dalmatica. I am 100% certain. I am 200% certain that he is going to get a Dalmatica. Because there is no justice in this world anymore. And it's unfortunate, but, you know, we all live in a radio flyer world where Sword Hume also exists. And the worst part of it all is that we're gonna be wrong, and that's gonna sting. And I don't know what I'm gonna think at that point, you know. Friends, please care about the job you're playing in an online video game when other people are involved. I mean, man, I can't even play Pokemon freaking Unite without having to fill for support or tank every single match because everyone just wants, I just want to do the attack. I just want, yes, of course, we need 3 ADC carries. Yes, please put 2 ADCs in a single lane. That won't end poorly for anyone. That first goal pylon, that's totally not going to be broken in 90 seconds. That's fine. Look, man, you want to play an offline game? You want to goof around? Do it. But, man, honestly, I'm going to be completely honest with y'all right now. It is actually a genuine pet peeve of mine. When people are so selfish and arrogant and conceited and self-centered and everything is all about them in a team-based game of cooperation, that even though, you know, Jesus be like, you know, don't fight people. Hey, you know, Peter, put that sword away in the Garden of Gethsemane. You know, when they came to arrest Jesus and Peter pulls out a sword and cuts a priest's ear off, Jesus was like, brother man, Peter, put that sword away, bro. And then he takes the priest's severed ear and puts it back on his head. And he'd be like, yo, peace be with you, homie. He didn't mean nothing. He's just really, really passionate. And then he heals the priest's ear that gets cut off. Because Jesus would be like, don't be fighting. Don't be hitting people. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. People like Sword Hume are exactly the kind of people that I want to throw through a plate glass window. It's not just a pet peeve of mine. It incites me to volcanic, scornful rage. I'm not saying I'd ever actually do that to anybody. I'm not without control of my emotions. But I'm also aware enough of myself to know what kind of emotions I have and will have. It's important to reach that point so that you can control them, so that I don't throw people through plate glass windows again. But that is definitely one of those things that just sets me off, bro. It's one of those things where it's, I'm gonna put it to you like this. It's not one of those things where it's like, I'm so freaking drunk right now. Oh my God. I drank a bunch of weed tea before this too. I'm just trying to tell you, okay? I don't remember what I was saying. It's probably a good thing. I don't want to incriminate myself too much. But no, like I took like a 2-week-long, mental health course about emotion and awareness, self-control, for anger management type of deal. I've done all that. I know my deal. That's how I know I hate people like that. It just that's what it was. There's a leash around the neck, right? And the whole point is to be like, yo, pull back on the leash. When that aggression starts coming out, when you start barking and the slobber starts coming out at the cheeks of your mouth and all that, when there's spittle droplets launching like shotgun buckshot out your mouth when you be screaming at someone that you're about to get down with, pull the leash back a little bit. Calm that dog, bruh. No, that's the kind of thing that when the dog inside starts barking, I reach down and I just put my hand on the beast's head and I whisper gently and calmly into its ear. Draw as much blood as possible. And then I take the leash off and I let the dog go. That's the kind of person I am. Maybe don't emulate me. I'm not saying I'm the best person either. Again, do not emulate me, my God. Do as I say, not as I do. You know what I'm saying? Don't do what Danny Don't does. I am Danny Don't. Friggin'. Yeah. I don't know. I can't stand people like that, and it drives me nuts. And yeah, to bookend this in retrospect, Naya, I apologize, homie, amigo, muchacho. You are not the worst mage of all time, worst red mage of all time. I take that back. Sword Hume is definitively and will henceforth all time and forever be across all iterations of Vanity L on any private server now and forever on any planet that may discover our technology in the future and recreate the games we once played. No one, no creature, no sentience, no entity who ever interacts with Vanity L and chooses of their own volition to play Red Mage will ever be as horrible, atrocious, useless, and smell as bad as Sword Hume. And I rest my case. Thank y'all for listening. Appreciate your time. Please don't be like Sword Hume. God bless. Later.